What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? DoctorDDub here, and welcome back to Subnautica. I hope everyone had a good weekend, and that this video cures your bad case of the Mondays. Since last episode, I did what I thought was the popular decision, and what I personally liked better as well, and made both rooms fully windowed, and I think it looks amazing. Also, I did exactly what I said I was going to do, and played a little bit around in the game, off camera, just to give us some time for things to hatch. So, things have hatched. We now have a crab squid and a crash fish, which it doesn't look like they're hostile at all, which is nice, because I hate these things so much, especially since they killed Cora. But these have actually grown a little bit since when they first hatched. When they first hatched, they were cute little babies swimming about, and they were just so adorable. And I don't know if they'll grow to full size. That's something we'll have to see. I'm gonna guess they will, which is terrifying with the crabfish, or crab squid, sorry. And then over here, where we had two of the same, these happened to be sand sharks, which, again, as babies, were very cute. They're slowly growing up and getting uglier and uglier, though. So, that's how that works, apparently. And no, things do not spread. But one thing I'm just now seeing, actually, the egg shell that they hatched out of just are chilling here on the ground. I don't know if those go away over time. We will find out, though. But in today's episode, we're going to do a couple things. And as much as I hate to say it, we're going back to the Lost River to find the rest of the stuff that we didn't grab when we were at that last Degassi habitat. And I've also been told that there is some more exploring that needs to be done in the Lost River. And I've been given some generic tips as to where to look. And so I will cover those once we get there. But one last thing before we head out, I have gone ahead and upgraded Cora 2.0 to make her actually an upgraded Cora 2.0, make her better. We now have dual storage modules on the upper compartment here, hull reinforcement, and then I've upgraded the depth module back to Mark III so we can get down to 900 meters instead of, I think it was 300 with just the first depth module. But alright, let's go ahead and head out to Ghost Recon. Alright, let's get exploring. So, the couple things that I was told was there's more to the Lost River, and it's definitely worth checking out, so I'm doing that. I was told to head as north as I can, which is this direction, that direction, and that the, if you guys remember, we came across some, what were they called? Magma coral, I believe? Whoa, hello, sand shark. Magma coral. And there are apparently diverging paths in that area. And yeah, we haven't even gone this way. We went that way. And that warper is totally coming over here. No, thank you. So, I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I'm trying to head north. So my plan right now is just to kind of follow the river north. I think last time we got here and then we saw the crab squid off that direction and headed out that way, and that's where we saw the giant skeleton and what I have now come to learn the proper name of, a ghost leviathan, which, or yeah, I think that's right, or ghost reaper. I don't know. I think it's ghost reaper. They look very similar to the Reaper Leviathans, so it kind of makes sense that they would be called Ghost Reapers. Okay, so I'm gonna hope this turns to the left here. Maybe? Maybe not? Yeah, we've definitely been here. The piece of info that I've somewhat ignored is that there were branching paths off of where the coral was. And this does not look like it is allowing me to go much more north. So let's try going back this way, maybe? Okay, this isn't north, but it's an area we haven't been to yet. So just to reorient ourselves, that's where we kind of just were. This is the giant skeleton thing, and you can see the river stalk, or I forget their name, and then we saw the ghost reaper around there last time, and we headed that direction, and then that's where we ended up finding the Degassi habitat. But this is another skeleton fragment. And more of the same. But then this way, I don't believe we've been to. It looks similar because of the ghost rays. And now we're headed north. So maybe we're onto the right path here. This is definitely looking different. In a very similar looking way. And that would be the different we're looking for. Okay, cool. I'm gonna explore this way first, and then we'll head back that way. Oh, that thing's creepy looking. Is Cora gonna die if I exit her? Why is everything red? Did you guys just see Cora's HUD light up there at the top? Like, ooh, look at our temperature. Is that part of it? I don't know. That's cool though, whatever it is. Let's scan this. Ooh! Ow! Is Cora, is she taking damage? Yeah. I don't know what from though. Maybe I was sitting in that... I don't know. She's not glowing red anymore though. Leviathan skeletal remains. These things are so cool. I'm so glad these things are skeletons and not actually alive still. Sea dragon? The semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan-class predator. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe it was likely the cause of death and must have occurred somewhere nearby. Damage is consistent with a high-speed collision with a solid object. Age. Something in the environment has helped to preserve these remains, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death of 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Man, that's cool looking. So glad I don't have to deal with that face. The face only a mother could love. Oh man. Okay, what else is in here? That looks cool. I am drawn to it. I am going. I will go check out those alien remains here, not remains, ruins here in just a sec, but that is too cool not to look at. Everything's blue now instead of green. Oh, this is awesome.
Warning.
It's like the
maximum depth reached.
Ooh.
Hull damage imminent.
Okay, I gotta be wary of that. And oh my gosh, this is cool. This is like the tree of life or something. Wow. Sorry guys, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is cool. Okay, let's scan this thing. Giant cove tree, yeah. Maybe not tree of life, but it's certainly close to it. Oh, that's awesome. Giant cove tree, a vast tree encountered in a deep cove, and the only one of its kind encountered on the planet. The tree is surrounded by rays grazing on its pink outer leaves. The bark is a hardy, fast-growing bark covers the outside of the tree. Minuscule organisms inhabit the notches in the surface. Ghost Leviathan eggs. That's what they're called, ghost Leviathans. The tree's branches are wrapped around a number of maturing eggs belonging to the species designated Ghost Leviathan. This tree appears to be an ancient nesting ground. The eggs were laid when the tree was young, and now the branches protect and grow with them as they await the right conditions to hatch. That is... oh my gosh. That's cool. Okay. Wow, look at the glow on Cora from the little purple tips. I almost called them orange. That's so cool. Okay, before we go any further down this way, I want to head back and check out the alien ruins there. If those were even ruins, I'm not sure. But I got to be wary of this crush depth. I didn't even pay attention to that. I don't know if I can upgrade Korra's crush depth to be any deeper. I'd love that, because I like Korra currently more than Ron, because she's just so much more maneuverable. But I don't think that will always be the case. I just need to find some upgrades or something. It looks like we can go that way, but this is where we came in from. So if we head over here to the right, this looks like path markers. Like it's leading us somewhere, which it totally is. Yup. Oh, this is cool. I love these alien ruins, and this is definitely much more of a base than the last ruin we checked out. Which reminds me, I still need to head back there.
This structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Cool. Not for them, but cool for me. The last alien kind of base we checked out, there was a creature egg on the table that I didn't pick up, which I want to go back for now that we have a alien containment unit that we're actually using. Screw you, Warper. Okay, let's start checking things out and not running into things. Can I get inside this? Oh, I was like, what does that sound? Nothing we haven't seen before. Hopefully I can just outrun it. Yeah, okay.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Well, guess that means that's where I'm headed. Within. I just gotta find the entrance now. This is such cool architecture. It's like a giant cube, but not at all. There's gotta be like a main entrance that I'm just totally missing. Luckily, this thing's not too massive, so... Ooh, can I go in from underneath? Is that a thing? Oh, hello. Nope, that's not a thing. I'm glad I got that hull integrity increase. This would be knocking Korra up real bad. Where's the... there's the entrance. The giant green ring gives it away slightly. Okay, I'm not worried about those things coming in here and eating Korra alive, but part of me is, so I'm gonna park her around the corner and out of the way. Okay, let's start exploring. These ion cubes. Eventually, I think we can use those as a power source, and we might be able to already. I just haven't.
The walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Oh man, okay, what tablet do we need here? Purple? We have a purple tablet. Crap, we have a purple tablet with us, but it's all the way back at Cliffside Command. If we can find one here, that's awesome. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go back and get it. Which is kind of a total pain, but it's worth it. Okay, so this looks like some sort of containment cell. Like they had something living in here, but these glass walls broke and it escaped, maybe? I don't know. This looks really cool, though. I'm going to check out that hallway here in a sec. I just want to make sure we got everything in here. Which I think we did. Yeah, okay. Anything under the stairs? If video games have taught me anything, it's to always check underneath staircases. Whoa. Something is glitching through the... I don't like that, whatever it is. Sea dragon egg. This large egg is held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen, it is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. Please don't tell me that's a sea dragon glitching through the floor. That sounds not so fun. That's all part of a rib cage? Ribcage samples? A display case containing an array of rib cages harvested from the indigenous life forms. There is a particular focus in this instance on vertebrate skeletal structures. While some of these skeletons match organisms encountered on the planet so far, most cannot be matched with confidence, suggesting either that there are specimens out there not yet accounted for, or that they have become extinct since these samples were collected. Okay, that's somewhat reassuring. I thought that was all one ribcage. I was like, that is a massive creature then, if it fragments into that many pieces. Whoa! No, that's just a... God, what are they even called? It's a carnivore river prowler. I think that's just a river prowler outside that's glitching inside. I hope. Ray specimen species. We've seen so many of these. Different species of ray indigenous to 4546b, each adapted to different environments. Crap. The specimens are 99.99% genetically identical to those encountered on the planet today, suggesting that rays in particular... I forgot about oxygen. That rays in particular... Something. That rays in particular have undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays, we haven't seen crimson rays yet, I don't believe, all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have evolved deep in the ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward-mounted eyes for hunting, a fast and fearsome stalker of small creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, likely the results of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546b have given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging and use poisonous flesh to protect themselves. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's just stuff's glitching into the base. I am worried about water currently. Usually places like this that encourage exploration have something you can eat. Ooh, speaking of something to eat. Can I eat you, spinefish? If I can actually hit you? Yes, cook spinefish. Please give me water. It's a little bit, not a lot. Okay, we're just gonna have to keep killing those as we see them. Is this another data download I can get? Yeah, it is. Damage report.
Integrating new PDA data.
Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing it at high speed. Exterior anchor cable impacted with massive force. The skeleton we found that was dead due to head trauma from most likely an impact with a hard, solid object. I bet that's what this is. Exterior anchor system buckling, facility sinking, collision with seafloor, breaches detected in containment unit 7, Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed, 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to offsite sanctuaries, planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning, infected individuals may not leave the planet. Which is part of why they're shooting things down and why we're here in the first place. I really don't want to find just a Leviathan in here. I mean, that's a dead one, but... This is so cool. This is like a containment cell for a Leviathan. I'm just looking around for any fish real quick just to not die down here. That'd be cool. It doesn't look like there's really much of anything down here, though. Ah! Ask and you shall receive. Alright, that's a little better. Not much, but a little bit. Alright, let's check this thing out. That's like a giant fish. Its face is massive, but as a whole, its body's not huge. Remains of research specimen. The skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within an artificial habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life. though it has since decayed. I just totally lost my place there. When the facility collapsed, this specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. Evolution. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets. Oh my gosh, I can't do anything here, guys. I could totally bring Cora all the way down here, and I might do just that. These hallways are definitely wide enough to support that. But I'm gonna go ahead and head back to Ghost Recon real quick, top off on food and water, and I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Not only did I stop by Ghost Recon and grab some water. Can I get through here? Heck yes I can. I also stopped by Cliffside Command and picked up our purple tablet, which I don't know if was even necessary. We might be finding another one in here, which could be cool, but also how did that get in here? I don't know. But anyway, let us continue our search.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Whoa. It's kind of messed up, even for aliens. Oh man. There's like parts of things.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
What is happening?
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to data bank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Well, at least... Whoa. Oh, gosh. I was gonna say, at least the more sick we get, that means I know we're following the correct, storyline. Bacterial infection report. You have been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in your bloodstream. Estimated incubation time 2 weeks. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficacy. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. Yeah, no kidding. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be abatement and eradication of the infection. Recommended steps: salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine and investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the symptoms of the infection. Crazy. What was the other one we got? Kara Contagion Profile. This terminal contains extensive data regarding the bacterial contagion identified as Kara. Discovery. First encountered during routine network expansion on Outer Worlds. Pandemic development. Network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds. Confirmed deaths: 143 billion individuals. Bacterial mechanisms: attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. That's not good. Symptoms: Stage 1, gradual immune system failure. Stage 2, green skin lesions and flu-like symptoms. So we're already at Stage 2. Stage 3, unpredictable alterations to biological structure.
Seconds.
Stage 4, complete shutdown of of that function. I can't say that. Emergency steps taken. Core worlds quarantined. Bacterial samples distributed to isolated disease research facilities for vaccine development. Treatment procedure unknown.
Welcome
Oh,
aboard,
so we are
Captain.
slowly but surely dying, joining those 143 billion deaths. But that's the storyline of this game, I guess. Oh, biological matter. This area is so cool. Oh, that's part of a warper? The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They are in varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies. This production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and developed by the aliens that designed this facility. Warpers are fabricated? That's creepy. Yeah, these are all parts of a warper. This is messed up. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. That's cool. This lifeform shows signs of heavy genetic modification and extensive mechanical grafting. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing it around the body. Miniaturized phase technology has been implemented beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. This is cool, but so twisted. I guess that's it for in here, though. Oh, man. That's cool. In, like, the most messed up way possible. Alright, that's it for this room, right? I believe so. Let's head back and see what that purple tablet gets us into. Hopefully not trouble, because that would be... that's not what I'm looking for here. What was that? Noises were made, and I don't like them. Come on, Cora, you can do it. There you go. This is kind of cool, getting to use Cora to explore an alien ruin. I didn't think that was going to happen. Okay. I'm glad we went and got this, after all. Is this just for this data terminal? Yes, it is. All right. Specimen research data.
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh man, so much. A catalog of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. A number of entries have been translated. Small herbivore gamma. This entry seems to reference the common peeper. Shows no immunity to infection. Death commonly occurs within 4 days. Shows symptoms remission on exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behaviors, shows some capacity to transmit enzymes to other specimens. Maybe this is what we're looking for. Leviathan embryos, adult specimen too large to study in containment. Egg specimens acquired from nesting site. Embryos show no signs of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small sample of eggs has been retained for continued high-priority research on Leviathan hatching mechanisms. Large carnivore theta. Off-site lab established to study remains. Shows some potential for immunity to infection, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. Unidentified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned designator Sea Emperor. Bone samples from Emperor specimens indicate some potential for Kara immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facility, constructed in volcanic region at depth 1.4 kilometers. So that's another one of their research facilities, the volcanic one that's using thermal power. Assessment. While it is unlikely that the Emperor specimen is still contained within the facility described, it may be possible to acquire further data there on the aliens' attempts to develop a vaccine. The story in this is so good. It's telling me that's where I need to go next. The other alien research facility. Oh, man. Whoa! Hello. All right, guys, that's where we're gonna end today's episode. I'd like to keep going. I really wanted to keep exploring this area and go check out that cove tree and what's beyond it. But that's all the time I have for today. I've got to go head to a family dinner at a friend's house here shortly. So that's all the time I've got for today. But I hope you guys enjoyed. A little dense on the reading. But that's always going to be the case whenever we're exploring, because the lore is, I don't know, it adds so much in my opinion. But alright guys, thank you very much for watching. That'll do it for this one. I will see you guys in the next one, and until then, as always, take care.